here to talk to you today about where we've been talking a little bit about some factors in the environment and where cancer comes from and where it could come from. And I've been doing some research, and because I'm a residential neurologist and kind of a recreational oncologist, and it seems like since World War II, cancer's gone to epidemic proportions. Not all cancer, some cancer's gone down substantially. Stomach cancer and some gastric cancer has gone down substantially in the past, 60, 70 years. But other cancers, such as what John has, brain cancer, breast cancer, prostate cancer, colon cancer, have gone into epidemic proportions. And there's been, since World War II, many changes to the way we live in our culture. And so many people have point to about 3 different factors that why we have this epidemic going on. And one is the one I'm going to talk to you today about is our diet with refined sugar. The second one is a change in how we farm. We used to do family farms, and now we do corporate farming. We'll talk about that later. As well as in the 1940s, industry, due to scientific research, was able to produce chemicals that we've never seen before on this planet, and the waste involved in that, and there's always a negative to every positive. So the environmental factors, which John grew up in right behind LA, and with the Stringfield acid pits, we'll talk about that later. But what I'd like to talk to you today about is our diet. And when I've been reading this book, the Anti-Cancer book, really amazing book. And the writer starts talking about how when we were hunter-gatherers, what our diet looked like. And this is when our genes were developing, and this is the DNA mapping that's going on in our DNA. But we ate fruits and vegetables, meat, and so our DNA, that is what it was used to seeing. Since 1940, 56% of our calories come from foods that didn't even exist when we were hunter-gatherers. And those 3 items are sugar, which I love, refined bleached flour, and vegetable oils, trans fats. You'll hear all of that. So, sugar. When we were hunter-gatherers, researchers said that, and that was, hundreds, thousands years ago, we ate about 4 pounds of sugar, refined sugar a year, and the refined sugar was in honey. By 1830, it was 11 pounds, and by the end of the 20th century, as an average American eater, we eat 150 pounds of sugar in our diet. Sugar is in everything. It tastes good, gets people to come back and eat more, it's addictive, and it is super incredibly bad for you. And this is not good news for me because I love sugar. I think I love sugar more than most people like sugar. But we eat 150 pounds of sugar in the regular American diet. So this is the role that it plays in cancer growth. A guy by the name of Warburg, a scientist, he won the Nobel Prize for scientific research some years back for a test to find tumors. And basically the test is about, all it's finding is high concentrations of glucose in the body, high concentrations of sugar in the body, because chances are where those high concentrations of sugar are, there's a tumor. And it's malignant and it's growing at rapid rates. Everything is scientific in chemistry. And the chemistry behind sugar is this: it has insulin. So when we eat, or it has glucose, and when we eat it, our insulin, it enables our insulin to start running wild. And basically what happens is it stimulates cell growth, which is cancer. So it stimulates cell growth. If you've already got cells that are going crazy, you eat sugar, they go more crazy. So it basically nourishes cell growth. So it nourishes cancer. And then another thing it does is it also, when you eat sugar, something called an ICF, and I'm an English teacher, I'm not a scientist, but it stands for insulin growth factor. And what it does is it basically it causes inflammation. And inflammation, again, you've got cells, they inflame, and that is another huge role in cancer. You do not want inflammation going on. And when you eat sugar, inflammation is going on with this IGF. And so it not only promotes cell growth, but also acts as a fertilizer, like Miracle-Gro of cancer cells. So the bad news is sugar's not good for us. And so we're trying to get it out of the diet in this house, which is, it's difficult because it's in everything. John really likes barbecue. What is barbecue sauce? It's got sugar in it. You know, I'm a sugar fiend. Given up putting it in my coffee, and I'm basically giving up coffee. I don't know why, but slowly eliminating sugars from our diet. So I lessen that 150 pounds a year, and it's difficult, but sugar's not good for us. So that's one thing to do to prevent cancer, or if you have cancer, to slow the growth. You know, don't give it the growth and the sugar, because it helps it grow and it fertilizes it. So yeah, all right. Have a wonderful day. Bye.